can't see, but there's a bunch of like tiny little white objects floating in the sky. I just ran, so they're almost glowing like stars, but it's daytime. And you can see they're kind of drifting away, like they were super low. There had to be probably like, there's a bunch. Look, there's one up there. Looks like a star right by the light post. One right by that light. They look flat, almost like some of them look triangular, some of them look like cylinders, but they're not drones because they're way too high now, and they're like bright, almost like stars. As I finished my run, I saw them just sort of like drifting towards the end of my run, and there's some look, oh, that one's really low. Let me get over here. That one over there, you can't see it. You can see it clear as day, but not on my phone. And look, they're all stars now. That is a trip. That is a mass UFO sighting. Look, there's some up there drifting. There's some over there. There's one up there. They're way too high to be any like balloon or anything. They were just flying so low. I had to run to my car, and look, there's still some up there. Counting, I'm like 1, 2, 3, they're drifting away. 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. That one's still super low. I'm trying to zoom in, but you can't really see. But it's shiny, almost like, look at, they look like stars. That's such a trip. Oh man, this was great. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but look, there's still some floating. And they're so scattered now, look. All the way high up in the sky, and they were just clustered like over this area, so there was a cluster of them. There's 2 there, there's one over there still. That one's like kind of the brightest one. You can't really see it on my phone, but you could see it in person. But I know if you zoom in, that was a trip. That tripped me out. I'm over here walking, and I'm like, people fly drones here all the time, but I'm like, oh, those are bunch of drones flying. They were not drones. Look, those 3 over there are flying in formation. They drifted too far to be balloons. Look, there's still one way up there floating or hovering, whatever the fuck it's doing. There's one over there. There's that really bright one hovering kind of over the mountains now. I wonder if anybody else is seeing this. This is 3 minutes now. Like, look at how spread out they are. There's no way if they were balloons that they would be that spread out. One over there, one way up there. There's 3 up there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's 3. They're still kind of hovering together. Actually, there's 4. You can barely see when it's right above the middle one that's bright. That one is still floating. And dude, this thing is changing direction. It looks like it's now floating upward. The other ones are completely gone. I'm kind of freaked out over here because it's like I'm standing in the middle of a grassy field. I'm just gonna get sucked up. Well, at least I have a camera. Look, this one's changing direction completely. Oh, man, I hope I got it. Look, it's going straight up now. It was hovering sideways, now it's going straight up. And you still got this one up here. And that one, look at that. Man, I'm so bummed if you can't see this, but coming up on 4.5 minutes. I literally like ran to my car, I finished my run. I was already exhausted. And I see this cluster of white looking objects. Some of them were triangular, some of them were like cylinder shaped. I was like, oh, I thought they were drones at first. But then when I saw them up close, I was like, holy crap, those are not drones. They were very, very creepy, no sound. Look, that one's hovering. I really hope I'm getting this in shot. I'm kind of using the backdrop and the lights as a... Look, this one's still up there. You could still see it. I'm gonna zoom in on my, oh shit, oh there's that one. There's a plane, look, you can see a plane flying below, near that light fixture, and then the object is right above it. and it's still hovering. It's like now it's going up. This thing changed all sorts of directions. I'm telling you, they were over here literally 4 minutes ago. So to go from there to now over there in 4 minutes, all the other ones have disappeared. And that one is still, I can barely see it. And it's up. It's up high now. And you got that one up there still, which you can barely see. Oh, look, there's another one. I can see another one now. Now there's 2 of them. See, there's another one right above this one, flying like horizontally. That is so weird. Oh, there it is. I'm really hoping that I'm getting this, because now there's another one flying horizontally. Now they're together. I mean, if you didn't see these things from before, you would just look in the sky and you would think nothing of that. But that obviously looks out of place. That looks like those look like 2 stars in broad daylight, but they're moving. And there's no sound coming from them, and there's really nothing that hovers outside of like helicopters that make a lot of sound. And you still got 2 there. One of them just appeared, so you know that's not a balloon, and then there's still that one up there, which is just now posted up. It looks like a star, but I'm really tripping out. I'm wondering if anybody else saw this. It's kind of weird if I pan away and then I look back. It's really hard to see, but because I saw them before, I know that they're there, and they're still there. And that one to my left, top corner, is still there. We're coming up on 7 minutes now. Broad daylight. And they're getting more and more faint. I'm really glad I got this on film, because every time I see stuff in the sky, I catch it on film. People are like, I've caught weird stuff in the sky. And I always seem to catch it on film, so I'm glad I got this one, because this was multiple. This had to be, I don't even know, I'm gonna have to go back and count, maybe like 15 of them. Flying in, not like a formation, but just kind of scattered. And they definitely didn't look like balloons because of the shape. And these things are still kind of hovering. I figured if they were balloons, like, you would not even be able to see them at this point. Like, these are like bright, almost like stars. But if you're not really looking, you can't really see them. Oh, and I could see another one kind of appearing. Very dull, but kind of in that formation there. That is so bizarre. Oh, and the other one, oh, top left, there it is. I can still see it. I'm starting to lose sight of these, so I think I'm just gonna call it. That one's still there. That one. Yeah, I mean, they're just so faint now. I mean, if anything spectacular happens, it's really hard to see, but very trippy. Cool shit.